Okay, I just wanted to go real quick and show some of the automations that I'm using, and maybe you guys can give me some ideas of what I can be doing. I've got a bunch more in my head that I'm going to put in, but these are the ones I have so far. So the first one is a review request. I was doing this before I got Event Hawk, where after an event, the next day they would get a text message asking for a review. Event Hawk does a lot better because they know the right time, they know the right wording and everything. So this one's not really doing anything anymore. This is my downgrade. So whenever I send someone a contract, if they don't sign it within 24 hours, then it downgrades them back to quote, which releases the equipment to be used by somebody else. This has been a lifesaver from the very beginning because I completely did not realize that did not happen until whatever. And then I started getting all these things. I'd go to schedule and like, oh, I thought if I didn't sign it, then it wouldn't go through. And I was like, oh, yeah. So I created that one. This one, whenever they book and they sign the rental agreement, it sends them a text and an email confirming that they are reserved. That way I don't have to call and say, hey, we got your reservation or whatever. The email actually gives them a lot more information about their booking. The text is real short and simple and then tells them to refer to the email. The partial reservation text is when someone starts the booking process and I get their name and phone number and then they don't finish, it sends them a text and asks them if there's any way I can help them and why they didn't finish the order. Real basic. I'm not going to show you the details of all these. This one here is about the standard 10-month deal. So this one, 320 days after the event, it sends them a text and that says something about how we were at their event last year and can we give them a quote for one this year. And this one makes me a ton of money. Most of the time I have to turn this off during the year because I get so busy I just can't respond to them all in a timely manner. It's crazy. This one here, this one I don't use anymore. This was whatever. Chat form, I built my own little chat widget at the bottom. So whenever they click it, it does a pop-up. They fill out the form. It creates puts them in a tag and changes their status so I know that they're wanting to text about a question they may have. I'm not real sure what this one does. Let's see. Of course, it's going to go really slow. Oh. That's weird. Should not do that. That should be combined with another one. So this one just basically says, hey, my first one where it sends the review request, once that's done, it adds a tag to them so I know that I've already added a review request so it doesn't go again. Tim just released a new update that should basically make this obsolete where I can say once per customer or lead so that anyway, that's basically obsolete now. The image request, this is a day before the event. I send out a text asking them for a specific style of image with the kids playing on the inflatable, and then I offer them like a Starbucks gift card or a Target gift card or something. It does okay. I don't really get that great of pictures. Half the people think that if they just send me a picture of the inflatable, that's good, and there's no kids on it whatsoever. And I think, I can do that myself. I don't really need that. This one I do cookie dough as a kind of like a concession, but instead of me holding on to it, it's a local company that I just go and pick up the orders. But this lets the vendor know that we have an order and how much and everything. This one is when someone checks a box on my website that they want a certificate of insurance, it'll send an email to my insurer to ask them to send it. This is when customers choose the customer pickup option. It'll tell them where our warehouse is at and the time that we're in the warehouse for pickup. I don't want the customer pickup status to be the same as the confirmed status because then they both go to the delivery and then we have both orders on the the route planner. I don't want that, so I do it this way, so it's still on the calendar but not on the route planner. Change a new status. If someone orders after hours, I can send them a text telling them why they can't book and asking if they're okay with the additional fee for after hours, and then I'll go in and add it. This is for my residential customers that if once they're on the schedule a couple days in advance, they'll get a text saying we'll be there at this time. This is for my special events. There's a couple little details in this one that are not in this one because that just makes sense. And then this one goes out on the day before and says, hey, just so you know, we're going to go pick up your event. I need to change this a little bit. But anyway, because I need the duration to be longer. But anyway, this says, hey, this is what time we're going to be there to pick up. Can you make sure it's inflated? This looks like a duplicate. Oh, no, this one here goes out about a week in advance. It looks like a week and a half. I need to change it to just a week and says, hey, we get a lot of people that just want to confirm that they are booked, that they have something coming to their event. So instead of answering all those calls and text messages, I just automatically send them a text and say, hey, we still have you on the calendar. We're going to be good to go. You can count on us. This one, Event Hawk setup, named additional insured this is something I have to check. By on a lead, I just check it and then it sends the additionally insured into them. They cannot do that on their own. That is mine to do. This sends the manager survey. There's an email already for this, but I send it through text. I'm just testing this one out, see how it goes. This one, anytime they do a quote, but they don't book with us, it goes to a lost status so that I can kind of track that and see if I want to send a special email out or something. I don't do anything with it yet, but I will. This just changes the status. This one, I have a repeat customer checkbox. So whenever a customer order is completed, it'll check that box on their customer name. So the next time they order, I can tell if they've used us easier. Anytime an Event Hawk lead comes in, instead of using the lead as a status, I like to add the tag. That way I can move it out of that and still know that they're from Event Hawk later on. This one I just added when 3 days before my event, it sends a notification to my warehouse manager asking them to make sure the battery's charged. So those are some of the ones I have now. As you can tell over here, some of them are not activated. I don't use this one right now. I don't use the after hours one. I don't have the site offer text. I'm using Event Hawk now. So I need to turn a couple of these other ones off or combine them. But anyway, that's the list of automations that I use. If you guys have some different ones, that'd be great to hear. I'm always all about automating as much as I can. Thanks.